Hey dreamers and builders, have you ever wondered, why do some people rise to the level of true genius while others stay stuck at average? In Mastery by Robert Greene, we learn that greatness isn't a gift, it's a process. It's built slowly through patience, practice, and a relentless return to your deepest passions. Today, we'll uncover the hidden paths of masters like Charles Darwin, Grandin, and Freddie Roach, ordinary people who turned years of struggle into extraordinary brilliance. Welcome back to Read with Joy, where books spark bold change. Let's commit to mastery, unlock our fullest potential, and grow together. Let's begin. Chapter 1, The Ultimate Power. Why don't we stay in that creative, focused zone forever? Because we let distractions and impatience pull us away. True mastery comes from sustained effort, not flashes of inspiration. In 2007, Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone, a device that reshaped technology forever. What most people miss is the years of struggle behind it. Jobs wasn't an engineer, his genius was connecting ideas. He pushed Apple's teams through endless late nights, reworks, and tiny details, like how a button should feel. Decades of passion for design, calligraphy, and computing fused into one of the most iconic products of our time. Lesson: mastery begins when you replace bursts of inspiration with long-term focus. Chapter 2, Discover Your Calling, the Life's Task. Why do we end up in careers that don't fit us? Because we ignore our childhood sparks in favor of safety. Our true calling often hides in plain sight. From a young age in South Africa, Elon Musk was obsessed with space and computers. At 12, he coded and sold his own video game. Years later, after PayPal's success, he returned to that childhood dream, launching SpaceX in 2002. Critics called it impossible, but Musk dove into rocket science, learning and building alongside top engineers. And in 2020, SpaceX made history, becoming the first private company to send humans into orbit. Lesson: your life's task is hidden in the passions you felt as a child. Don't bury them. Chapter 3, Strategies for Discovering Your Life's Task. Why don't we just follow what excites us? Because we're taught to follow the safe path instead of energy and curiosity. Clarity comes when we test interests in the real world. In rural Mississippi, a young girl loved reading aloud and pretending to be a news anchor. But life tested her with poverty, abuse, and rejection, even being told she was unfit for TV. Still, she kept chasing what lit her up, connecting with people through stories and questions. That spark grew into the Oprah Winfrey Show, and a billion-dollar career built on her true gift. Lesson: keep testing your inclinations. Your energy will reveal your true direction. Looking back at the first 3 chapters, are you chasing a safe path chosen for you? Or are you courageously shaping your life around the sparks that truly excite you? Chapter 4, Grandin and the Reversal of Limitations. Why do we see weaknesses as barriers? Because we assume being different means being defective. Limits can become hidden strengths. Grandin grew up feeling different and often misunderstood. But her unique mind saw the world in pictures. This helped her understand animals in ways others couldn't. By using that gift, she transformed how livestock are cared for, turning struggle into innovation. Lesson: what others see as weakness can become your greatest tool. Chapter 5, Submit to Reality, the Ideal Apprenticeship. Why do we rush to prove ourselves? Because we crave validation before learning. True mastery starts with surrendering ego and observing deeply. At 22, Charles Darwin wasn't a genius scientist. He was a dropout, unsure of his path. Then came the HMS Beagle voyage. For 5 years, he collected samples, observed animals, and filled notebooks. Darwin wasn't chasing fame. He was learning patiently, piece by piece. Years later, those quiet observations grew into the theory of evolution. His legacy reminds us, big breakthroughs aren't born overnight. They're built through slow, humble learning. Lesson: begin as a humble apprentice. Slow learning builds strong foundations. Chapter 6, 3 Modes of Apprenticeship. Why does learning feel slow at first? Because mastery requires 3 stages: observation, repetition, and experimentation. Each phase builds deeper skill. Before he became a founding father, Benjamin Franklin was just an apprentice in his brother's print shop. He cleaned presses, delivered papers, and quietly studied how words shaped people's minds. To improve, he rewrote famous essays from memory until he found his own style. Step by step, this practice led to the Pennsylvania Gazette and to Franklin's genius as a communicator. His story shows mastery is built layer by layer, like bricks on a strong foundation. Lesson: mastery unfolds step by step. Observe, practice, then innovate. After these 3 chapters, are you rushing for recognition, or are you willing to slow down, embrace mistakes, and treat your struggles as stepping stones toward mastery? Chapter 7, Strategies for Mastering the Apprenticeship. Why do some people rise faster than others? Because they treat every task as training, not just work. Challenges and feedback accelerate growth. Freddie Roach began as a boxer, but Parkinson's disease cut his career short. Instead of quitting, he became an apprentice to legendary trainer Eddie Futch, sweeping floors, wrapping hands, and quietly learning the craft. Years of observation turned into wisdom, and Roach went on to train champions like Manny Pacquiao and Amir Khan. His story proves true mastery comes from patience, humility, and turning failure into strength. Lesson: every task is training. Approach it as practice for your craft. Chapter 8, Mozart, the Reversal of Natural Genius. Why do we believe geniuses are born, not made? Because we see their results, not their struggles. Even prodigies earn mastery through relentless practice. Mozart is often seen as a born genius, writing music at 5 and dazzling royalty. But behind the myth was his father, a strict teacher who drilled him from childhood. Mozart practiced endlessly, wrote hundreds of forgotten works, and only after decades created masterpieces like the Magic Flute and Requiem. His brilliance wasn't magic, it was persistence, structure, and years of refining his craft. Genius, in Mozart's case, was sculpted, not gifted. Lesson: genius is not gifted, it's forged through persistence. Chapter 9, Absorb the Master's Power, the Mentor Dynamic. Why learn from someone else if we want originality? Because mentors reveal depths we can't see alone. They accelerate growth and sharpen instincts. Michael Faraday was born poor with almost no formal education. As a bookbinder's apprentice, he devoured every book he touched. His obsession with science led him to Sir Humphrey Davy, to whom he sent a 300-page notebook of lecture notes. Davy hired him as an assistant, and Faraday learned by cleaning instruments, running errands, and slowly experimenting. Years later, the apprentice surpassed the master, becoming a pioneer of electromagnetism. Faraday's story shows the right mentor, matched with relentless curiosity, can awaken hidden genius. Lesson: a great mentor can open doors to brilliance you can't reach alone. Looking back now, do you see learning as a burden, or are you willing to seek mentors, embrace discipline, and trust that mastery is built through slow, deliberate effort? Chapter 10, Strategies for Building the Ideal Mentor Relationship. Why do some mentorships fail? Because people cling too tightly or rebel too quickly. True mentorship balances humility and independence. Carl Jung began as Freud's protege, the heir to psychoanalysis. For years, he absorbed Freud's ideas with deep respect. But soon, Jung's own vision, concepts like the collective unconscious and archetypes, took shape. Their relationship fractured, and Jung chose the harder path, breaking away to build his own school of thought. That choice gave birth to analytical psychology and secured his legacy. Jung's journey shows true mastery means learning from mentors, then daring to grow beyond them. Lesson: respect mentors, learn deeply, but know when to step into your own vision. That's a wrap on Mastery Part 1, a book that shows us greatness isn't lightning striking. It's patience, practice, and courage over years. From Steve Jobs to Oprah, from Darwin to Mozart, we see the same pattern: passion, apprenticeship, persistence, and boldness. If you want more, read this along with 40 life-changing book summaries at www.readwithjoy.in or email us for a physical copy. So, here's my question for you. Are you waiting for talent to magically appear, or are you ready to slowly shape your path to mastery every single day? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching. From Read with Joy, see you in the part 2.